Hey everybody, it's Lauren. I'm just wanted to do a video blog. Has nothing to do with weight loss. If you saw my last week's video, you know that I was asking for prayers and good vibes. My mother was in the hospital. I took her not last Sunday, but the Sunday before into the hospital because she was not coherent and she just wasn't making any sense, and she was running very high fevers. I brought her to the hospital. They took one look at her and some of her, blood and everything, and said, "Oh my goodness, she's very ill." So they took her and they did more testing, and her breathing started getting worse and worse. So they decided that it would be best to sedate her and put her on a respirator so that way she can breathe a lot more easily. A couple of days went by in the hospital, and she just wasn't getting any better. In fact, things just started to get worse. My grandmother wanted to come fly in. At first, I thought it wasn't a good idea because my grandmother herself is dealing with cancer and has been on chemo and hasn't been feeling well lately. But she decided she wanted to come in anyway. That day she came in, we went to the hospital and we visited her. My grandmother was very emotional, and that was it. Then we went home, and later that evening, this was the 11th, I got a phone call around 10:30 at night when I was out to eat that my mother had started going into heart failure and that I needed to come to the hospital ASAP. At this point, I knew this was the end. I knew that she wasn't going to make it, and I was a mess. I was a mess, to say the least, and I've been an emotional wreck this entire week. So anyway, I went down to the hospital, and they were basically giving her a medication that would make her heart come back, and they can do this on every 20 minutes. She kept crashing, and I, didn't know what to do. I didn't want the decision on me. I was hoping for a miracle. I called my uncle, who's a doctor, and he wanted to, try to keep reviving her. But it just got to a point where 11 times they had to keep every 20 minutes, or every time her heart started, what is it called when it's like a straight line, flatlining, it's called. Every time she was flatlining, they would have to do this again, and it would last a couple minutes, and then she'd flatline again. So technically, to me, she passed away on the 11th. Because I got the call that her heart was failing the 11th. And then they kept trying to do this over and over again until 2:28 in the morning, where she was pronounced dead. Hardest day of my life. It was so hard seeing them do CPR, doing that over and over again 11 times. It was seriously the worst day of my life because me and my mom were so close. She's only 57. I live with only my mother. We did everything together. My parents have been divorced since I was 3. I've never had a close relationship with my father. It's always been with my mother. And we have been through so much together, and there's so much to do now. There's so much to worry about. My house was in the middle of being redone because of the hurricane. This has been a terrible, terrible year. And I'm 25, to lose my mother at such a young age. I wanted her to be around for me when I got married, if I ever have children. I know she wanted to be a grandmother. We just talked about it recently. And she'll never get to hold my child if I have one. so bad to know she won't be there for me. I know everyone says she'll be looking down on me, but it's not the same. It's such a mess. It's such a mess. I took a vow to myself that I really would focus on losing the weight and getting rid of the diabetes, because I don't want to go through the same way she did. I don't want to go the same path. But it's so hard because I've been so depressed. I'm home alone right now and I hate it. My grandma's coming over in a little while to help me, but I'm home alone right this second, you know? It's just, well, I'm with my puppy and my kitty, but my boyfriend's at work. And it's just, I'm so heartbroken. I miss her so much. And I've been getting a little stronger every day. And then yesterday I had a setback. My boyfriend, and this is nobody's fault, and it just was emotional for me. We went and picked up my boyfriend's sister at the airport yesterday, and then we brought her back to the house. And the first thing when we walked in was Aaron's mom hugged Sarah just so tightly, and she was so excited to see her, and she said, "I'm not letting go." And I just broke down and started crying. I mean, in the corner, no one saw it, thank God, except Aaron, but it felt so bad because I remember every time I would fly home or come home from somewhere, my mom was always the one to pick me up, and she was always so excited to see me. She would always tell me she was so happy that I'm home. I don't know how I'm gonna live without my mom. I mean, I will, but it's gonna be so hard. You know, I have to get this house in order, and it's a mess, and we're gonna have to put it on the market. My grandmother's going home this Sunday. I'm just tired of bad shit happening. So sick of it. I pray that 2012 will be a lot better for me. I can't take this. Excuse me. I seriously can't. I'm so devastated. I'm lost. For a while I kept thinking, this isn't real. She's gonna come back. I'm just having a bad nightmare. This is not a nightmare. This is real life. That's all I wanted to say. I really just wanted to do a video for myself. So, like I said, I consider that so why also what's weird and crazy is my mother was very, very close to her father. Like, extremely close. Like, she was a daddy's girl. He passed away 11/11/1997. And I really honestly believe that she was taken 11/11/11. Same day. And I just find that so weird. Technically, like I said, by the time that all the, everything was done, she was pronounced dead at 2:28 in the morning on the 12th. But I still, in my heart, believe that she was taken before that. She was just, her body was just there. But I believe her soul and everything, had been taken a lot earlier. But, and I also believe she waited for my grandmother to come say goodbye. Although my grandmother, didn't know she was saying goodbye, but, we thought, maybe she'd get better. But, didn't work. I'm wearing my mom's necklace, her star. It's 2 pieces. See? Unique one. But, I'm not a gold person, but I'm going to wear this because it belonged to her. And then I have my ribbon that they give you, and they make a tear in it. I don't know if you can see because I'm in black and white. It's a black ribbon, but I have to wear this always, so. that's all I have to say. I'm hoping, I'll continue to get stronger, and then I'll start, making my way to the gym and everything, and trying to get back on track and making that promise, because I don't want to have these health issues. I want to live my life the best way I can. So that's all I got to say. Thank you for listening. If you did make it through this 10-minute video, I appreciate it. All right, I will talk to you people later. Bye.